F around with that because I fear that I will go home and something's going to haunt me. I don't know. But believe it, I will skip the story. I will make it super short. I will skip many creepy stories in between. I will just tell you the scariest stuff. Yeah. Let's go for drinks later. Yeah, no, my mom and my uncle, her brother, they used to lie to my grandma that they were going to an after-school film program, music program, when they were young teenagers. When really they were going to a cult following, deep, deep in the city of Mexico. Yeah, I know. It's really weird. So that's what they were doing, and both my mom and my uncle, they would take advantage of their so-called powers that their teacher at their secondary school said that they had. And she was this teacher, she was the leader of this following, and she felt this thing from my mom, who apparently had medium powers, and from my uncle, who could, you know, when he goes to sleep, his soul can get out of his body and travel and see other things happening. I don't know, I can't remember the name of it in English. Dreamwalking, yeah, totally. So my mom and my uncle loved what they could do. They started fucking around with that shit a lot. That, long story short, they started getting a lot of bad energy following them, to the point where they couldn't go to this following, to this group anymore. To the point where my mom ended up seeing this crazy gypsy lady deep, deep in downtown Mexico City, somewhere underground, where she had to get help as to what to do to get all this to go away. She had to put like charcoal or something like that by the window, white flowers in a certain place. She had to do everything possible for these stuff to stop happening. And this gypsy lady actually told her that one of your children is going to experience this stuff when she has your age, which is... I told you the story really fast. But, funny enough, when she started doing all this, and she was pregnant with my older sister, who's quite a bit older than me, 7 years older, all this stuff started going away. It was a lot better. My uncle stopped doing what he said he could do, and of course my dad was like, yeah, you're crazy, but I still love you. That's what he would tell my mom all the time. And when I was born, I don't recall any of this at all, but when I was born and I was starting to able to learn how to talk, I would always look in the mirror and pull my face, and I would say out loud, screaming, really angry, with a really mature attitude, saying, this is not my face. And my mom was like, right? Like, my mom was like, and I would pull my face. Apparently my sister was like, I don't want a sister anymore. Like, I don't think so. I don't want this gremlin around me. And I would like pull my face, and I'd be like, this is not my face, this is not my face. And I would look at paintings and weird structures and say, that's wrong, that should not be there. And I would say things that a little kid should not say. Until one point, when I was a little bit older, maybe just before kindergarten, I asked my mom, really, really serious. I was like, what number mom are you? Like, super straight face. And my mom was like, I am the last one you're going to have. And apparently from that moment, I switched like that, and I became a kid. And it was like none of that ever happened. My mom always is terrified to tell me this, and same with my sister. But apparently that happened, and skipping all the craziness that happened in between, the scariest moment for me, where I really believed in this stuff, I'll call it, when we moved to Canada, when I left Mexico City, when we moved to Canada, we started renovating our new house. A lot of creepy shit started happening, a lot of really scary stuff, but kind of stuff that my sister and I and my dad would kind of think, it's just the electricity here, or we would find kind of ways that maybe, it's nothing. But we could tell that my mom was really scared. My mom was not handling this very well. Until I started, and I turned 14. The age that apparently my mom was really afraid of. well, sorry, I'm thinking, which story should I tell you? That's the scariest. Sorry.
Go with the Ouija board one.
No, I go a better one. Okay, scary shit started happening. I will save the other great stuff for another time. But when everything started really going wrong, to the point where my mom was terrified, my mom was hiding from us this giant ass ancient looking candle that looked like from some Tim Burton movie in her closet, and she took it out that night. She said, I need to use this. We're like, where'd you get that? I was like, whoa, what kind of like Spencer store you get that from? Like, I was like, whoa, that looks awesome. What kind of movie is that from? And what she did, she put the candle on this big white plate, and she put like flowers and shit. My dad just thought she was crazy. My dad refuses to believe in any of this. And my sister and I just thought it was kind of funny my mom's doing all this. Until that night, but I was kind of believing it because I was seeing certain things. I was experiencing certain things that I shouldn't have been experiencing. So I was a little scared, but like I wasn't really into this stuff very much. But that night, that night, when we all went to bed and my mom put the shrine thing with that candle on there, and she said some random prayers I couldn't even understand. We all went to bed and we started hearing plates breaking, stuff breaking in the pantry and the kitchen, and my dad, like a true Mexican man, came out with a bat and he was ready to beat up whoever broke in the house. And the way the house was, which was super terrifying, was one long floor. There was no stairs. It was just one long-ass floor with zigzags all over the house that we all met up in the middle when we heard all this noise. And, of course, my dad with the bat, we all go to the kitchen, and there's nothing broken. Absolutely nothing broken at all. And the only thing that was left was just maybe an inch and a half, an inch of the candle still lit, and the entire white plate was black and broken. I was like, whoa. So my mom freaked out, pushed us all away, opened the garden door to the backyard, grabbed the plate and threw it out. And I shit you not, I will never forget this. She threw it out, and the moment it went out, it just like burned into flames for at least a second or two. I could not believe what I saw. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, the fuck? And my mom was like saying these things I could not understand, like Latin, I think, and the thing was gone. It just like disintegrated, just right in front of us. And my dad was like, just gonna go back there. And my sister and I were, I still can't even describe what I saw that day. Like, it was like that moment where I said, oh my God, I believe in this. I'm a true believer in this stuff. I tried to not believe the scary things I saw or that I thought I heard, or when things somewhat moved. I refused to believe in it until that day when I saw that. And the rest is history. But
Gigi, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
We'll put you on the plane.
I swear I'm really nice. I don't remember any of the earlier stuff. But yeah, that's my story.